San Antonio starts right now.
Hi, good morning. It is Thursday, August 5th, and as you can see behind me, yeah, the weather is the story, definitely.
Look at all
today.
that. Thunder, lightning, a lot of rain this morning. This is kind of thunder where you climb up under the bed or behind the couch or something, kind of hide because it's like loud and lightning everywhere.
I know the pets will be, definitely.
Yeah, that's a lot of colors on your radar there, Justin.
Quite a few. If you're one of those folks that are working from home, yeah, you might have slept in a little bit this morning. It's good sleeping in weather. There's a live look outside. You see the rain's coming down. We've had some heavy rain here in San Antonio. This is what I'll tell you, though. No flash flood warnings, just some flood advisories. There could be some minor street flooding, but thankfully we've avoided any big problems. For the most part, this is just good soaking rain. We seem to have gotten a lot of that this summer, and here we go again. There's a look at the live radar, and we're getting some of the heavier rain right over eastern parts of Bexar County and Wilson County, and this is tracking off to the north. This will eventually make its way up towards Seguin as it does. A lot of lightning strikes with this, and we'll continue to see this be fairly electrical as it moves off to the north and northeast. The heaviest of the rain has moved out of Elmendorf, and the heavy rain has moved out of downtown San Antonio as well. And I think really the threat sort of passed a little bit if you're watching from downtown San Antonio, but elsewhere that heavy rain stretches along 181 back down towards, or 87 I should say, coming east out of town. That's where the heaviest of the rain is. And this does stretch further to the south and west. My radar's not wanting to move right now, but there's another look at the, the light rain out west. Let me see if I can get this working over here. And I'll zoom out and show you that this rain also extends all the way down to Carrizo Springs, Eagle Pass. And I'll actually switch radar sites here and show you that there is more coming in out of Mexico. So areas in here have received quite a bit of rain through this morning. We want to watch that for any potential flooding. And then off to the east, there are some pretty good areas of rain as well, stretching from Floresville north to, again, the Seguin area, maybe moving up towards Gonzales and Cuero, and a lot of lightning with this too. So the forecast is going to call for showers and storms through the morning time. I think the atmosphere is going to get pretty worked over, so I don't know that we'll see much else this afternoon. I'm lowering the rain chances afternoon to about 30% chance. But one thing is for sure, with the rain this morning, the cloud cover, temperatures are going to stay in check. So upper 80s at best here in San Antonio today. We're going to take another look at the radar coming up here in just a bit. Talk about any potential flooding, and we'll have more on the weekend too coming up in just a bit, guys.
All right, Justin, thank you. Let's take a look at TransGuide. You can see the roads are wet out there. We had some problems this morning, but you know, with all this rain we've been having, you know what happens on the roadways here in San Antonio. So slow down. Those rooster tails are going. A lot of folks are usually in a hurry, but be a little patient, or you could be taking a long time if you get in a wreck. So
Definitely.
slow down and be careful.
Yeah,
it's wet.
Yeah, be careful out there. Let's look at today's Night at 9. The investigation into what caused a passenger van to overturn continues this morning. 10 people died in the accident in a town about 100 miles south of Corpus Christi. Authorities believe the van was carrying 29 undocumented migrants.
A new projection from the CDC shows the number of COVID patients could triple by the end of this month. The Delta variant accounts for more than 90% of active cases in the U.S. The entire state of Mississippi only has 6 ICU beds left.
The worst case scenario unfolding in a California town. Dozens of homes and businesses overtaken by flames as wildfires rage across the state. The Dixie Fire has been burning for 3 weeks now, burning more than 270,000 acres. It's California's 8th largest fire in history.
Spirit Airlines canceled over 300 flights scheduled for today. The airline has canceled more than 1,300 flights since Sunday, blaming a number of issues like weather, technology, and staffing shortages.
The National Hurricane Center released an update for the 2021 hurricane season. It includes a slight increase to the chance of above average activity from 60% to 65%. The number of named storms also increased.
Target now promising to spend $200 million over the next 4 years to help hundreds of thousands of its frontline workers, both full and part-time, pay for college.
Three of the largest automakers in the country are expected to announce new plans to have 40% of car sales all electric by the end of the decade. The announcement is expected at the White House later today.
And tonight, Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett will reunite at New York's Radio City Music Hall for the second of two farewell concerts celebrating Bennett's 95th birthday. Bennett was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2016, but it was hardly noticeable in Tuesday's half-hour performance.
A reboot of the 2016 film Suicide Squad is hitting theaters tonight. Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn returns, and Idris Elba and John Cena will debut new characters. The film will also be streaming on HBO Max, and that's today's 9 at 9. And turning to coronavirus, new worries about how COVID-19 will impact this school year as some schools prepare to return as soon as Monday.
Health officials are calling on parents to do their part by masking up their kids and then getting any eligible family members vaccinated as soon as possible.
We bring in KSAT digital journalist Rebecca Salinas, who just published an article about COVID and schools on KSAT.com. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning. How are y'all today?
We're good. We're good. Thanks for joining us. So first of all, you spoke with a professor at UTSA's College for Health, Community and Policy recently. And what are the current COVID trends indicating as kids head back to school?
Yes, so I was able to speak with Dr. Rogelio Sainz. He's kind of this, expert in demographics. And he was kind of saying how we're expecting this spike in COVID-19 this fall as students head back to school. There's all this talk about the Delta variant, and then there's a possibility of further mutations. And he was, this week we've seen the COVID-19 risk level. It has increased to severe, and city officials say it is worsening. At the beginning of July, it was at low. So we've seen this increase over the past month. The 7-day average of new cases, it jumped from 724 last week. Now it is at 1,146, and we have 920 people in the hospital. All these factors, coming together, and that's how public health officials are saying a spike is likely this fall.
Rebecca, a lot of kids didn't even get to go to school last year. They did all their schooling from home with the computer, and so they didn't really get to be a part of the school. So now, what are the changes that they're dealing with so far, and in what ways has pandemic changed the last back-to-school season up till now, especially with this Delta variant?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's correct, David. Same pandemic, different school year. Different circumstances as well. Last year, Governor Greg Abbott, we had a mask mandate in place. That's not the same this year. Governor Greg Abbott has said that, local schools, local officials, any government entities, they are pretty much prohibited from mandating masks. So schools aren't able to implement any mask policy. So that's what's different this year. And that's also, received some criticism from the mayor, from the county judge, and the Texas State Teachers Association, because many school children, they are not able to be vaccinated. We know that children 12 years and older are able to get the vaccine. And, a lot of school children don't meet that threshold. So each school district, they are having their own plans, making their own kind of rules. So what we have right now on KSAT.com is a rolling list of schools and what they expect to implement this fall as far as, their own safety guidelines. And you can see that on KSAT.com/back to school.
And also, Rebecca, it's a big debate across the country, and especially here in Texas, mask mandates in schools. So what does a rising COVID level mean for students and staff, and how can they protect themselves?
So the CDC is recommending universal indoor masks mask wearing, for students, teachers, and staff, even if they are vaccinated, because like we know, many school children are not able to get the vaccine. Professor Sainz, he says that, a lot of children may not see severe side effects from COVID-19, but the Delta variant changes the game. And another story that we have on KSAT.com is how the Delta variant is putting even younger children in the ICU. So, CDC is recommending wear masks indoors, even if you are vaccinated. And another thing that I forgot to mention earlier is that not as many schools are offering virtual education this year. So many more students will be back in the classroom. So that is why the CDC is recommending to mask up.
Yeah, Rebecca, I think we want to mention one more time that we do have a lot of information on our website about schools, because there's going to be a lot of confusion with parents on, do I send my kid with a mask? Is he going to wear them out? I mean, how do we deal with all this? So once again, the individual schools information is on our website. So KSAT.com is a place you want to go if you want to find out exactly what your school is going to be doing as far as masking and how they're handling other parts of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh, very good. And Rebecca Salinas, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Other top stories we are following this morning: an apartment in Castle Hills was no safe haven for 2 runaways.
Police say the teens were being sexually abused there, and they made the discovery after getting a call for help yesterday. Police tell us the 2 victims in this case are a brother and a sister who are between the ages of 15 and 17. Police say the teens were runaways but called their parents for help yesterday afternoon. The parents in turn called police, who went to an apartment somewhere on Jackson Keller Road, and police say they found the teens in a bedroom there in what they called a bad situation. They say the boy appeared to be drugged and the girl was so traumatized that she couldn't talk about it to officers, but they do hope to learn more from them soon about what happened. That suspect now facing a charge of sexual assault of a minor. Also new this morning, cleanup is underway after a truck driver slams into a house. This happening last night around 11 in the 400 block of Mount Vernon Court. That's near I-37 and South Preston Street on the city's south side. San Antonio police say at least 10 people were in that house at the time of the crash. No one in the room where that truck smashed into. We are told the truck driver is a man in his 20s and he was taken to the hospital. No word on his condition right now. Investigators still trying to determine if alcohol was a factor in this crash. And now we're taking a live look inside the courtroom where the punishment phase for convicted killer Otis McCain will continue. You can see the judge has not taken his seat yet, but he will be here in a few minutes. And relatives of both San Antonio Police Detective Benjamin Marconi and Otis McCain took the witness stand during yesterday's punishment phase of the trial. As McCain's mom took the stand, she pleaded with the court to not give her son the death penalty. The trial is just getting underway, as we said. We are live streaming this right now on KSAT.com and the KSAT TV app. And time now, it's 9:10 and about 75 degrees. Still to come this hour, Mother Nature wreaking havoc on parts of the country. Extreme fires, floods, and extreme heat. A look at how those affected are recovering. Also, a North Carolina man using Halloween decorations to encourage people to get vaccinated. The story behind this in Morning Headlines.
All right. Well, Mother Nature isn't too bad over here at Bernie Lake just yet. And don't let today discourage you from making weekend plans. I'm live with Kyle here, owner for Hill Country Paddle Sports. And just ahead here on GMSA at 9, some fun summer ideas that you can plan for this weekend.
Oh, don't let the storms cancel your weekend plans. Sunny skies expected this Saturday and Sunday, and for many, it's the last summer weekend. And you don't have to go far to have some fun here. Alicia Barrera is live in Bernie Lake with Hill Country Paddle Sports for a fun and affordable option. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Hey, this is a really good workout, and I'm pretty sure that it's for everyone. I've paddleboarded before, and I've seen little ones do it. Pretty much the whole family. So we have Kyle here. He's the owner for Hill Country Paddle Sports. Kyle, how easy or how difficult can paddleboarding be?
Paddleboarding is very easy. It's for all ages, all skill levels. All it takes is, a little time getting out on the water. And, a good 5 minutes, you should have it down. Okay, so the first thing, obviously, you don't just come riding out of the shore like this. No.
So what are some of the tips that you would give?
You always start on your knees or sitting, just to get the feel for the board. And, in about 5 minutes, you'll feel that it's pretty stable. And then you stand up And, you know, your legs might get shaky at first, but, you know, it gets better in time.
So this weekend, it's supposed to be sunny. I know some people would probably not believe us because it's a little cloudy and it's raining. But the hours and then also prices, this is an affordable option for families.
We're open 7 days a week in the summer. Weekends we're 10 to 7. And all the paddle boards are $20 per hour or $60 for 4 hours.
And then as y'all can see on our paddle boards, we have the life jackets. So you can either wear those. We're going to cross paths here a little bit. I felt comfortable enough to just leave mine out here if I needed it because we have a lot going on. Kyle, what's your favorite thing about paddleboarding?
You know, it's just you can sit, stand, kneel. It's very versatile. So, you know, as a kayak, you can only sit. But this is, you can do... You know, you can lay on it and sunbathe as well.
And do people need to make reservations or can they show up here?
No, we do not do reservations, so you just come out.
All right, and then I was asking him, usually like is an hour, 2 hours good enough? And you're saying that an hour could be a good workout.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Kyle, thank you so much. Where can people find out more information about your business?
On, we have hillcountrypaddlesports.com.
All right, you guys, we'll send it back to you. So again, don't let the rain wash out your weekend plans. Live from Bernie Lake, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Alicia,
yes,
one piece of advice. Don't fall in.
Oh, David.
And if you do, make sure whoever your photographer is rolling.
Oh, no. Alicia, you're a champ.
Oh, my gosh. You would be...
You're a champ.
Thank you so much. You know what I'm most worried about is this microphone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You're a champ balancing with that microphone. Yeah. Good job, Alicia.
Have fun.
Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie.
All right. See you later.
Good. Make sure your photographer's rolling.
Well, it'd be a great video.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it would be.
Let's talk to Justin.
Justin's laughing.
No, he's
would
not.
like to see that video.
Well, the good news is if you're paddleboarding while it's raining, if you fall in, either way, you're wet.
Well, that's true. But you know, you're going to ruin the microphone also.
That's true.
Yeah.
Save the microphone.
Yeah.
You can fall in, but hold the mic.
No, you're going to want to fall
Anyway.
in there.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, you just saw there with Alicia up in Bernie, wet weather. Thankfully, it's just shower activity up there, and most of that's pretty light. Seeing some moderate rain, maybe light to moderate rain. Medina Lake over to Helotes down to Castroville. And then our heavier rain is now along I-10, between 87 and I-10, moving out of Bexar County now, moving into parts of Guadalupe County. This is going to move towards Seguin. So if you're watching us from Seguin this morning, you are next in line for some heavy rain. You see these white lines here, that represents lightning strikes, and we've got quite a few. So these storms have been electrical, and there could be some power outages mixed in, although the lightning strikes, the numbers have gone down a little bit. In fact, we can put up the number of strikes here, about 148 or so, as this moves north and east, and these numbers decreasing just a little bit. So that tells us we're getting, in general, a weakening trend here, but still carrying some pretty good rainfall rates, I would imagine, with these showers and storms. Let's clear that, and let's actually pull up rainfall rates, and we can look and see how much rain we're getting per hour. Now, it's not going to rain for a full hour, so you wouldn't see these rainfall rates. They're probably not going to come to fruition in the sense that you're not going to get 5 to 6 inches, but the rate is probably on the order of 5 to 6 inches there. So if this were to sit here for an hour, you get 5 to 6 inches, but that's not going to happen. It'll hopefully move along, and we won't deal with too much flooding. There are flood advisories in effect for Bexar County and Medina County until 11 o'clock this morning. We'll switch back over to radar, and it's not just here around San Antonio in which we're seeing this rain. It's been a widespread event, which is always a good thing here in South Texas. We'll take it, and let's see if we can clear that off, and then we'll zoom out some. Sabinal down to Uvalde. Rain has been falling for several hours now. Crystal City, Carrizo Springs, and it's right in this area here actually that I want to watch through the day, because if we continue to get some training, this is an area that could see some flooding down there, Crystal City, Carrizo Springs area. In the meantime, I don't want to forget about our eastern counties as well. The line extends all the way out towards Cuero. You see the lightning strikes there. North of Floresville, you didn't pick up too much rain. The heaviest is now moving north, but this will be moving towards Gonzales, and Cuero, you're in for some rain here fairly soon, and eventually up towards Hallettsville as well. Here in town, the heavy rain is ended on the city's south side. You're still getting a few showers, but the moderate and more heavy rain is now shifting north up towards 1604 on the northern side of Bexar County. We picked up about 2 to 4 inches in general in this swath here from Carrizo Springs, Batesville, Pearsall up to San Antonio, and then down to Pleasanton. So some good numbers this morning. And looking at the current setup, we have a trough that's coming in, area low pressure in the parts of Mexico, and that's providing all the lift we need to get this good heavy rain. There is a risk for heavy rainfall, but I think it's mainly this morning. It's a marginal risk, and it's pretty much come to fruition now. I think as we get into the afternoon, because the atmosphere is pretty worked over, we're not going to see a lot more coverage of the rainfall. This is around 5 o'clock. Seeing some activity out there, but the atmosphere is just not going to be able to regenerate and produce more showers and storms. But even into tonight, still showing a few showers out there. Forecast 40% chance by noontime, and then we taper off to a 30% chance through about 8 o'clock. Temperatures should only make it up into the 80s for highs. Quick look outside, temperatures 75 at the airport, and the temperatures around the area in the 70s for the most part. So quick look at the 7-day forecast, 30% chance of rain coming up tomorrow, then it clears out, and we'll see mid-90s this weekend and going into next week, guys.
Did you hear that?
The thunder.
I heard it.
You can hear it in the studio. Yeah, it's hard to imagine that we're going to have a sunny weekend with the way things look out.
Doesn't feel like it, but we will.
Okay, I trust you.
Yep.
All right, Justin.
Still ahead on GMSA at 9. Imagine throwing away $25,000 on accident. One family did it. How they got their money back. Next in your morning headlines. And welcome back in your morning headlines. A man puts up an elaborate skeleton display in his front yard to try and send a scary message about COVID-19. And a family loses thousands of dollars and has to get some help digging through piles of trash.
Plus, a 95-year-old social media influencer is back and now claims to have created the world's largest Oreo. RJ Marcus is in the studio with all of those stories.
Ooh, the world's
Yeah, we were talking a
Oreo?
little bit in the break about that money, like how this happens.
Yeah.
$25,000. That's probably something that you want to keep an eye on, right?
I would think.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But first of all, guys, let's start first with this Halloween display. Of course, we're nowhere near Halloween, but a North Carolina man is using his skeletons and graveyard displays to make a point about getting the COVID-19 vaccine. This home has been the site of elaborate Halloween displays over the years, and it's still meant to scare people, this time just not for the fun of it. So Jesse Jones put up the displays as a warnings of the dangers of COVID-19. He said he made the fake gravestones with messages that take aim at the skepticism over getting the vaccine or the virus itself. Jones says he's lost family members to the virus and just wants to try and change some people's minds.
My wife lost her mother due to COVID, and she was a woman who spent her entire life looking after people, and she died completely alone in a hospital room with not being able to see one relative for 14 days. It was a nightmare. Nobody should go through what my wife went through watching her mom die like that.
Yeah, so Jones is a lawyer in the area. He said he's also lost more than a dozen clients to the COVID-19 virus and an employee who did not want to get vaccinated. Interesting display that he's got up there. Okay, guys, so we've all maybe lost some cash at a time or two. It's definitely not a good feeling. Well, imagine losing thousands of dollars and having to try and get that back by rummaging through piles of garbage. So this happened to a family in Ohio. So they were cleaning up their grandmother's home when they accidentally threw away an envelope containing $25,000 in cash. Granny had put the cash in a freezer bag and the family had no idea. So the family frantically called the waste department, who tracked down the waste truck driver. 10 workers then had to jump into the truck's garbage pile to search for that money.
I told the gals, I said, if it's in there, we'll find it for you, because they were pretty upset. Couldn't believe it. It took 10 minutes, and I seen it. I said, man, that looks just like that. Pulled it off, opened it up, and there was the package inside with the money in it. They were so happy, they were tearing up.
I'd be tearing up too as well if I found my $25,000. So that load was about half the size of a 12-ton pile, but of course they got the cash back, and hopefully this family tipped these workers are going to do something nice for them, because that was a real nice thing that those workers did for them there.
I'd be tearing up just digging through the trash.
That too.
Exactly.
That too.
Oh my goodness.
An interesting day. Okay, guys, so moving on to another grandmother who, along with her grandson, have become social media sensations. The dynamic duo is back at it again, this time attempting to make the world's biggest Oreo. So check this pair out. Ross Smith and his granny are social media influencers. They have made all sorts of viral videos and taken on trendy internet challenges. This challenge to bake the world's largest Oreo cookie, definitely one of the biggest.
So this isn't the healthiest cookie of all time. 65 pounds of butter, 56 pounds of sugar.
This is the top recipe.
Yeah, you've been saving this for 95 years.
95 years.
And we do just about every type of video. We do pranks, we do life hacks. Now we're doing cooking. When you're ready. So we have over 65 million followers across all platforms.
That is amazing. Yeah, Stephanie, she was just like, wow, 65 million, that is a lot. We need to get some tips from this granny here. So as you just heard there, Granny Influencer, as she is known in the webosphere, is 95 years young. She just had her birthday on Sunday, and the pair has been doing this for about 9 years now, and they have now staked their claim to creating the world's largest Oreo cookie. It weighs about 175 pounds and is about 4 feet wide.
Wow.
So with that many followers in all their social media platforms, Granny should be like a millionaire.
I think Granny's doing okay, rolling in the dough.
Set you up for that one.
Yeah.
But all these kids are making all this money because they're influencers. Well, she's got more than half these kids making
That
money.
is an amazing number there, yeah. And obviously, she's not done. They've been doing a ton of cool videos. I was checking out some of their social media stuff. It's really interesting, cool stuff to watch.
There's going to be some advertisers coming after her.
I think so. But I like that Oreo.
Yeah,
looks
bring
good.
it over here.
That's the
Looks
kind
good.
you cut with a big knife, right?
Exactly.
A very big knife.
Man,
Thanks, guys.
that's like dinner,
Sergeant.
dessert, that's everything right
Yeah, that's a whole month of Oreo.
there. A lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Let's look at the radar. You can see those storms moving through our area. We're going to be checking with Justin again after the break. And welcome back. It's about 9:33. Raging infernos, record-breaking heat, and destructive floods have spawned devastation in parts of America.
California is the hot spot with the most fires burning, but now the paradise island of Hawaii is on fire. John Lawrence has the latest for us.
This black mass, caught on camera, taking over California skies, is not a storm, it's the Dixie Fire, which has now exploded in size to become the 8th largest fire in state record.
We are currently dealing with 9 large active wildfires here in the state of California.
The more catastrophic the fire is, the greater the risk is.
And the relentless heat dome, triggering record-breaking drought and sweltering heat, has dipped water levels in California's second largest reservoir to the lowest on record. In Washington state, wildlife is threatened by an inferno raging on Protection Island, which is a crucial habitat for birds and marine mammals in the state.
And the concern, of course, is obviously the wildlife there.
In Hawaii, firefighters are battling the largest wildfire on state record, which has scorched tens of thousands of acres and turned homes to ash.
It's nuts.
In Utah, recovery begins after floods ravaged nearly 300 homes.
They've lost all their precious belongings. Children have lost toys. There's just so much loss.
The reality at the end of the day is we need to approach things differently, and we need to acknowledge that the hots are getting a lot hotter, the dries are getting drier, and from a flooding concern, these atmospheric rivers, the wets are getting a lot wetter.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
And taking a look outside with live cam this morning. Pretty rainy morning that turned out to be. We're at 75 degrees though right now.
Rainy indeed. The rain's still around. It's starting to let up some. A lot of lightning with these storms. Check out this picture. This was taken in southern parts of Bexar County. That tree was struck by lightning. You can see the bark coming right off. Lightning's still out there, but certainly not as much as we were looking at earlier. This is a great picture. We appreciate it as always. If you're able to safely go out and take some pictures of the weather, we always enjoy sharing them with everyone. You can send that into our KSAT Connect, and you can do that through the KSAT Weather app, by the way. Looking at the radar right now, still some rain. It kind of looks like an arc, right? So we have showers and storms, San Antonio down towards the coast, and then back out towards Uvalde, Eagle Pass, and Carrizo Springs, where rain is still falling. We did see some observations around 2 inches. Stinson, about 3 inches down there near Somerset. So we've picked up some good rain this morning, but now it is much, much lighter. The heaviest of the rain, you can kind of detect it now where the lightning strikes are clustered, are Seguin, south of Seguin, and then down toward the south and east through southern parts of Gonzales County, and then back over towards DeWitt County. So you're going to get some flooding on some of the roadways here, I would imagine, with this activity. Also, St. Hedwig seeing some rain at this hour, kind of on the tail end of things. This is going to move up towards Seguin. I'd give it about I don't know, 10 more minutes. I mean, it's on the south side of town now. That new scan right there shows that it's beginning to move in. It'll bring some pretty heavy rain to I-10 as well. And then Sutherland Springs, Stockdale, things starting to wind down. But around Highway 80 there, looking at some pretty good heavy rain. Smiley over towards, say, Cuero. Rain continues to come down as well. So good rainfall totals. As we mentioned, here in San Antonio, things winding down. 75 at the airport, 74 Rio Medina, 78 Seguin, 82 in Gonzales, but rain not too far away there. That may cool you down a little bit. And the forecast for today will bring rain chances down some. I think the atmosphere is going to be pretty worked over, so it's wet right now, but we could see a little bit of sun this afternoon and rain chances, because we did see the heavy rain this morning, down to about 30%. Coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to take a look, deeper look at some of this activity. Katie Blake, meteorologist Katie Blake, is here, and we'll tag team it for you here in just a few minutes, guys.
All right, Justin, thanks. Look forward to that, and look forward to looking at it on the roads. You can see they are wet, which means you need to slow down if you're headed out this morning, and you need to also probably leave a few minutes early just to be safe.
Good advice. Be careful out there.
It is now 9:38, 75 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
So our crew got the chance to sit in the cockpit of the Cornerstone fighter jet of America, the F-35 Lightning II. The story after the break. So you at home, do you have any flight experience? Majority of people would say no, but now RJ and our producer Dylan Collins can say they do. Well, kind of.
What you just saw was footage of those two flying an F-35 Lightning II jet simulator, and that simulator is right here in San Antonio. Who knew?
Yes. I feel like highway to the danger zone.
Oh,
it's like Goose and Maverick.
See, you're right there.
Maverick
You're right there with
yeah,
Tom
Cruise.
Cruise.
Yeah, Top Gun action. Tom Cruise, eat your heart out for sure. Okay, so this was Dylan's idea. I just went along for the ride. Dylan,
I'll take the blame. No, so we got this email about this flight simulator, and I was like, that's on my bucket list. Let's do it. So we ran out there, and it was actually really cool. It was cool. We got to meet, the owners of Lockheed Martin.
Yes. So, of course, Lockheed Martin is the manufacturer of the F-35 fighter jets. That's up in Fort Worth. But M2 Global is the company that supplies these parts. So they're the ones that had the simulator available there for us guys. And we went out to M2 Global. They're out in the northwest side. And we were able to just kind of talk to them about some of the stuff that they do, what they supply for these just amazing fighter jets. Mm-hmm. It was really a pretty interesting experience.
Yeah. What was it like to sit in the cockpit?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It was, at first I thought it was going to be like an enclosed simulator. Uh-huh. It wasn't. It was open air, but there were a bunch of screens in front of us, right? So when you get in, it's super tight. It was kind of hard to fit in there, but all the gadgets and gears, and it's like, you get in and you're kind of overwhelmed. People actually do this,
For a living, yeah.
For us, it was fun, but there's people out there that actually have to know what that stuff does.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. I mean, just to be able to do the simulation, but also just how sensitive the throttles are and the handles. Mm-hmm. Because we were able to do these maneuvers where you're rolling upside down, and then also these things have like this amazing sort of defense capabilities. You can obviously fire at, your enemy threats, so to speak.
So we
what
were
doing
seeing
some
right there
rolls,
on the screen.
some left, right. So it was definitely a pretty cool experience, and just the amount of tech that is in those cockpits. It's all touchscreen. It was really a pretty cool experience.
So that was probably neat to learn like the capabilities. People think you just jump in and you just fly and that's it, but there's a lot of capabilities of these fighter jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's actually 3 different versions of the F-35. There's an A, B, and C. The A, they explained to us, is kind of like it'll go up, come down, right? The B version kind of does the same thing, but you can turn with it, do other things. The C version can actually take off straight up, vertical, like a helicopter.
Wow.
It's a plane, right? So typically they have to have a runway to take off, but the C version, straight up. So that was really cool to learn.
So Maverick, did you shoot down some bogeys? And then did they bug out?
We did. Yeah, we got a little bit of targeting practice in there as well. It was pretty cool to kind of see like how you sort of lock into an enemy threat. Uh-huh. Now, I unfortunately nosedived after that fact, and they had to stop the simulation. I mean, a lot of credit to these pilots. It is amazing what they do. They were telling us that they have these helmets now that are these 360-degree angles where you don't even see the bottom of the cockpit.
Oh.
You're basically kind of seeing just the sky and the air below. It's really cool stuff. Yeah, definitely a fun experience.
Looks like you guys had fun.
We did.
Yes.
Awesome.
So also I wanted to talk about M2 Global here in San Antonio, right? Super focused on the future as well. You know, we're always trying to make these planes better and bigger, but they also are focusing on the people that build them. And we got to talk to an intern. Take a listen.
It's high-tech industry. They're well-paying jobs. You know, we've got partners like the Alamo Academy, Hallmark Institute, and other educational organizations that we're working with, including UTSA, to draw the next level of worker into our workforce.
I'd recommend doing an internship. You know, it's great to get like hands-on experience. I've gotten a lot to learn about like this industry, about aerospace, because I didn't really know too much about the aviation industry.
And he's learned a lot, I bet.
Yep. Yeah, so it was really exciting to go out there and see all of that.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff going on here, San Antonio, and the aerospace defense industry.
Not really surprised that this is here in military city.
Right, right.
Yeah, cool stuff. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Going back to the booth now.
Okay. Good job. Talk to you in my ear later. All right.
Not exactly a great day to be out there flying jets, I wouldn't think, Justin.
No, a little difficult, I would imagine, with these showers and storms around, and folks who are pilots know all about the weather. I found some of the best meteorologists are actually pilots, but I digress. Let's talk about what's going on rainfall-wise. Showers and storms continue to line up here just to the east of San Antonio. That's where the heaviest rain is at this moment. We still see quite a few lightning strikes. In general, though, a weakening trend for a lot of this. We had some pretty heavy storms moving towards Seguin. Notice they are weakening. So you're going to get light to moderate rain there. Same story in Gonzales. Nice little area of storms and a big downpour, but that may weaken a little bit as it gets towards Gonzales here for the next 30 minutes to an hour. Victoria getting some rain there. And then the rain has been pretty persistent out west. Uvalde over towards Carrizo Springs and Crystal City, Eagle Pass. Still there, but this is light rain, so it's not resulting in big time totals. Still over 1 inch to 2 inches, and there certainly could be some flooding here or there. But I think the flash flooding threat, we had to have any warnings, haven't had any warnings, so mostly this is just good soaking rain, and that's what we like to see. As far as San Antonio is concerned, the rain has let up there on the south side of town, but still light to moderate rain as you get up north of 1604 and now moving into Comal and Kendall counties. Want to share with you some of the rainfall totals. So far today, biggest one I saw there, Somerset, 3.04, Bronick Lake, over 2 inches, Stinson, over 2 inches. So the south side of Bexar County really did pretty well with this. Over 1 inch, Sabinal, Lacoste, Carrizo Springs, and down towards Hondo. Great numbers, helps us with our August numbers, and we're still well above average for the year. Let's talk a little bit about the forecast. Meteorologist Katie Blake joining me now with the latest there on what's going on with the forecast. Katie?
Thank you, Justin. Take a look at this Futurecast model. Justin just showed you the rainfall. Notice that this model is really picking up very well on where we have rain currently. So that arc that Justin mentioned, this model is picking up on that pretty well. So we have fairly high confidence heading into the afternoon that this model will help us out, tell us what's going to happen. So here's lunchtime. Rain will continue to slowly move off to the north and to the northeast. So for a lot of us, especially locally around San Antonio that saw that very heavy rain earlier this morning, we'll get a bit of a break through the afternoon, and through mid-afternoon, a lot of this rain really should start to fizzle out. Nonetheless, we'll keep a lot of cloud cover around today and a chance for a couple of lingering isolated showers through the afternoon and evening. But as far as that very heavy, potentially flooding rainfall, that really should start to wane as we get into midday today. Looking ahead to your Friday, we'll also carry an isolated chance of rain on Friday. Should not be nearly as scattered or widespread as what we saw today, and then by the weekend, rain chances fall out of the forecast. Temperature-wise, with all the cloud cover and the rain, most of us are in the 70s. Uvalde, you've dropped into the upper 60s with some rain falling currently, and I think we're going to keep this cloud cover around for a good portion of the day today. So you may see a few peaks of sun, especially as we get into the afternoon, but the cloud cover will be fairly persistent. Again, after lunchtime today, those rain chances really start to taper off. Nonetheless, an isolated shower here or there as we head into the second half of your Thursday. As the rain tapers off, temperatures should be allowed to jump into the maybe even mid to upper 80s later this afternoon. Low-end rain chances again on Friday. Again, nothing like what we've seen this morning. And then look what happens by the weekend. Mostly sunny and pretty toasty. Highs mid to upper 90s as we head into the start of the school year for some kiddos next week. We'll be right back.
There has been a 300% increase in parents interested in homeschooling. I'm Sarah Acosta. Coming up tomorrow on GMSA, we speak with one family who decided to go the homeschool route.
And a quick look at the roads with TransGuide. It's been a pretty rainy morning, but things look calm there at I-10 at Probant and Highway 90. Also, I-10 at Frio.
And I just glanced at some of the TransGuide cameras. I-35 in Flores looks like there's a stalled car there, so it's slowing traffic down downtown. Also, the roads are wet, as Steph mentioned. But the live radar is still showing some thunderstorms moving towards Seguin, Gonzales. Overall weakening trend, though, here over San Antonio. Rain trying to move out. We still could see a few more showers and storms, though, this afternoon, guys.
And we have what you need to know if you want to try out for American Idol.
That's what I'm looking at, because, I may want to try out.
Well, actually, let me go to the very end. David, you cannot try out.
Why?
First of all, because, we all are. Yeah, so if you want to audition, you must be born on or between June 2nd of 1992 and September 15th of 2006. So, David, my friend, I don't think you were born in 1992. I wasn't either, so don't feel bad.
You mean to tell me that because of my age, I can't go on to American Idol?
Well,
What if I can sing really good?
Well, I mean, you have to try it on a different show or something else, But yeah, so the Texas editions are coming here, and if you fall in this age group, you can go to our website at KSAT.com, and we have this story here. So yeah, and you don't have to, years past, you have to go drive somewhere and audition and, stand in line. Here, you can send in your audition tape online, or you can do live over Zoom in front of an audience, and this is happening on August 11th.
It's a good thing that I can't sing. Because if I could sing, I'd be upset if they wouldn't.
You'd be upset.
There's only one person in here right now that qualifies, and that's weather intern Kayla.
Oh, cool. Well,
you
you probably qualify for the age group, right? Yeah. Yeah, born in 2000. Well, then you should try this August 11th.
Oh, it's 15 to 29? Is that what it was? Is that when the director just said? Well, I didn't even get past the first eligibility requirement. I couldn't even get into. Look at 9 pages of this stuff. I couldn't even get past the first one
because you were excited about it, and I was like, I remember reading. It's like the last thing in the article on KSAT.com, by the way.
Well,
so that'll
look
give
at all these. Look at all these eligibility requirements you gotta have.
Yeah, well, gotta make the age range first. So good luck to all those who are trying out, and have a great day.
Stay dry.